Santiana, gained a day away. Santiana, now pour me on up the west, they say. Along the plains of Mexico, we'll heave her up and we will go away. Santiana, heave her up and we will go along the plains of Mexico. Santiana fought for gold away. Santiana, around Cape Horn through the ice and snow, along the plains of Mexico. Heave her up and away we'll go away. Santiana, heave her up and away we'll go along the plains of Mexico. Flies on the fields of Arlington, away. Santiana, well, both his legs got blown away along the plains of Mexico. Well, heave her up and away we'll go away. Santiana, heave her up and away we'll go along the plains of Mexico. His bodies are fierce and bitter strife away. Santiana, the General Taylor took his life along the plains of Mexico. Well, heave her up and away we'll go away. Santiana, heave her up and away we'll go along the plains of Mexico.
So that was Santiana, which is like an old school shanty done by Jonathan Young, Peyton Parrish, Anna Pantsu, Colmar McGinnis, and Rich Hadibi. Very good. Go check out all their content. They're very cool people. Okay. It is time. Alrighty. Here we go. Greetings and salutations, everyone.
Hey, what's
Howdy,
going
dude.
on?
Hey. Welcome. Today is Gallows and Gold, session 0. All right, so the goal of today is to establish who's playing what. what everybody wants to do, and also to set up all the parameters that I need in order to finish story writing and to get everything set up for your characters in what is to come. So, first things first, let's start with introductions. We'll go down the line here. Please be to noted that we are missing one of our players who has not, who did not show up today to session 0, and I'll have to get with them over the course of the next week or so to try and make up for the missing time. So, first up, we're going to start with Van. Van, please introduce yourself and the character that you'd like to play.
Hi, my name is Van, and I like the Anvanti. That's mainly my interest. But I would like to play a cleric, if possible.
Okay, Anvanti human, cleric going into Cipher Scroll.
Thanks, sir.
Okay, next up is Trey. Trey, please introduce yourself and your character that you want to play.
Hello, I am Trey, and I will be playing a wizard first binder.
Okay.
And there'll also be an Advante.
Anvanti human, wizard, binder. Zen Master, please introduce yourself and the character you would like to play.
My name is Zenmaster24. You might know me around here. I don't do much of anything but heckle people and myself. The character that I'm going to be playing will be a half-breed of a human and dwarf, and is going to be a fighter.
Half a dwarf fighter going into. Have you chosen a prestige class yet?
Yeah. Veteran mercenary.
Veteran mercenary. Very goog. Next up is Soul. Please introduce yourself and the character you'd like to play.
Hi, everyone. I'm Soul. I would like to think a few people in the community know me very well. I'm getting the chance to play in an arcade game again. And this time I would like to play an Anvanti, monk first, going into Acerba, as I took something to heart last night and I've changed my mind. Ugh.
So your race is what? Sorry?
If possible, an Anvanti.
Oh my god. Okay. Given an inch, they'll take a fucking mile.
I know
Yes.
what I'm about.
You set this up.
Next up, Miss Still Fox. Please introduce yourself and the character you would like to play.
Hello, I'm Miss Still Fox. I'm very new to the community and D&D, but looking forward to playing. I'll be playing a Skinwalker fighter, Prestige class Weeping Blade.
Which Skinwalker?
Skinwalker. Fanglord.
Goddamn cat.
Yeah.
More of them cat boys in here.
You let one in and then they just
ladies.
populate.
I'm not a furry.
Civimet will be pleased.
Nope, I said Weeping Blade.
Oh, Weeping Blade? Oh, sorry.
Yes. English.
And, unfortunately, High Elf Wiz is missing. She talked about playing a druid, but we don't know for certain. So hopefully I can get with her and we can get that all filled out. Let's see. 5e. So for anybody who's new, because I see there's some new people all around, the game system we play is 5e based, but it's heavily homebrewed and heavily modified, so it's going to be pretty different. All right. Well, anyway, moving on from that, everybody's chosen their characters and stuff, and we got something to work with, something to start with. So now I want to talk about what your game is going to entail.
All right.
Sorry, people are telling me shit. Guys, you need to refresh. Like, refresh, and you'll see that everything is what it's supposed to be. Okay, anyway. They're just trying to help. Okay. So, Gallows and Gold will take place in the Free Cities. Specifically, it will focus on Saphira and then shift northward. This will take place days before the event of Pride Lake Ruins, which will lead to an unknown series of events and happenings that will occur throughout the area. However, there are 4 distinct mercenary companies that have risen to prominence in Saphira over the last 5 to 10 years, and it is from the outlook of these 4 mercenaries that this story will be told. However, you as a party get to decide which mercenary company you would like to be a part of. And there are 4 choices.
Wow.
And they are the Abacus, the Bloody Rose, the Iron Cross, and the River Kings. So I'm going to go over each of them, give you a little bit of backstory about them and the person who leads them. And you can decide as a party which mercenary company you would like to be associated with. Please denote that this will not only decide the perspective on which you will view this event that is occurring in the Free Cities, but it will also designate your starting wealth, gear, and story rewards. Everybody with me so far?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here we go. Hold on. Somebody in chat asked for a link to the... Let me help this guy. Boom. There you go. That'll take you straight to a wiki that all these people are using. Okay. So, here we go. Let's go over each choice, who they are, and all that good stuff. So we're going to start with the Abacus. So, the Abacus... Oh, actually, how am I going to show this? I'll do this. I will share my screen here so that you can see things. Yes, perfect.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys can see that, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to start with the Abacus. So the Abacus is led by Annabelle Coyne, which is its captain. She is a no-nonsense, strictly professional, gold is king sort of individual. The Abacus is a mercenary company that very much values that whoever has the most gold is the one who will be right, because they will be the ones who can afford us. That doesn't mean, however, that once she takes a contract, that even if she is offered more gold, that she accepts something else. That is not her way. However, she is a terse negotiator, and she expects any to be under her employ to be the same. You will accept no secondary. You will accept nothing less than what you are worth, but once your word is given, you are expected to keep it. Their colors are blue and brown, and they bear the symbol of the Abacus as their herald. Or, excuse me, as their heraldry. If you choose the Abacus, and I'll keep track of this here so that you can view it and discuss it when we go over all of them, you will start at a medium wealth level, which is approximately 2,000 gold pieces. And you will start with the story reward of Merchant Connections. Actually, let me do it this way.
Okay.
There we go. The Abacus has many mercantile connections that they have made throughout the Free Cities, especially in Saphira, due to Annabelle Coyne's past life before she became a mercenary. She was a prominent merchant and is a part of a prominent merchant family, especially one that deals with the foreigner districts. As such, the story reward, should you choose to join the Abacus, means that you will have ascended in their ranks enough that you can take advantage of these connections. What these merchant connections means is that you'll be able to sell things that you sell from your adventures at a higher premium, and you'll have access to the Foreigner Bazaar.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Sorry, what is it? Foreigner Bazaar?
I'm about to go over that. Sorry,
Oh,
I'm trying to
sorry.
fucking remember how to spell foreigner. There we go. The Foreigner Bazaar means that you can buy items from other continents, which is a very rare and difficult privilege to acquire. So I can't stress enough on how powerful that actually is.
I get to buy stuff from home.
So there's that, and that is Annabelle Coin. And I'll put her over here so you can like kind of take a look at all of them side by side. Next up we have is Solander Rose. This individual is the captain of the Bloody Roses, or the Bloody Rose, as they are known in the singular. The Bloody Rose is a mercenary company that is focused on one thing, and that is to accomplish its goal. Missions are sent to the Bloody Rose that require someone to be removed, something to be taken out, and a job to be done no matter what. Specifically, the Bloody Rose is known to be exceptionally violent, effective, and not afraid of a little collateral damage. Solander himself is quite the charismatic figure, able to command a room, despite him being quite a quiet person, and the fury of his weapon and the stance of his blade is known throughout all of Saphira and Twist River. Starting with the Bloody Rose, will grant you a medium wealth start, which is about 2,000 gold. And you will start with the story reward of, hold on, let me double check something. There it is, okay. You will start with a magic item known as a Crimson Cloak, which is specifically a backslot item, although it can be worn as a robe or tabard, that specifically heals you when you defeat an enemy by an amount equal to your character level. Very potent.
That's pretty nice.
Okay. Oh, and their colors are black and red. All right. Next up is. No, let me make this smaller so I can make room for all four of them.
High Priest is probably losing his mind right now.
Honestly, yeah.
Good. All right, next up we have is the Iron Cross, led by Grandmother Iron. Whereas many of the other mercenary companies treat their job as a job, in the Iron Cross, the act of the blade and the call of battle is far more than that. It is a religion in and of itself. Coming from quite the religious background of the Pale City, Grandmother Iron has committed herself to absolute and utter dedication to the blade, the understanding of the riddle of steel, and to be the best warriors on all of Corvanus. The Iron Cross definitely try their best to associate themselves in that direction. They tend to not choose the jobs that are beneath them, and oftentimes this will lead to pretty big spouts of lack of work to the mercenary company. But the biggest accounts are usually given to them over the others due to their paramount skill. And anyone that is a member of the Iron Cross will be held to a higher standard because they are better and they are expected to be better. The Iron Cross, you will start with a high wealth, representing the just the success of this mercenary company, which will give you a starting gold total of 3,500 gold pieces.
Wow. Okay.
Which is pretty substantial. You will also have the story reward of Supreme Training, Supreme training means that you get to start with an additional fighting style if you're a martial character. If you're a wanderer, you get to start with an additional skill focus. If you are a magic character, you get to start with. Hold on, let me check. A silvered item, and if you are a mundane, you start with an extra equipment trick. To be noted, to be a member of the Iron Cross means that you will be held to a higher standard. The Iron Cross does not accept Pyrrhic victories. So succeeding a mission for the Iron Cross means you must completely win. Alrighty. Next up we have are the River Kings. The River Kings are led by a young man by the name of Tyson Freeheart, the son of the previous captain of the River Kings. Inheriting his father's title, he has led the River Kings to a prominent placement that made them more than just river bandits and bank-dwelling warriors to something respectable and feared. Most of the time to be found within Twist River, they can sail up and down all of the rivers of the Free Cities and have even taken to the seas along the Silver Coast. The River Kings value freedom above all else and will take any contract that their heart desires. A bit disorganized comparatively to the rest of the mercenary companies, they, however, believe in this idealism of freedom, especially since, due to their Anvanti heritage, Tyson Freeheart accepts all peoples, even foreigners, into his ranks.
There it is.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. The Iron Cross has the colors of black and white. The River Kings specifically have the colors of blue and red. So, if you choose the River Kings, you will start with low wealth, as they are the least powerful of these mercenary companies. You'll be starting with 1,000 gold pieces. And you will have the story reward of River King, which means that you start with a vehicle that your party can use, which is a full sloop, or a river sloop specifically. One that can be used to sail up the rivers and also can be used in in the shallows of the coastal waters of the Abyss. So you get to start with a vehicle.
Okay.
And there you go. That's your choices.
So I have a question.
What's up?
The reward, the money reward there, is that a piece or is that just total?
That's each person.
Ah, okay.
That's to represent your wealth level. So this isn't money that you just get. This is the representation of your wealth that you would have. Because remember,
Right.
you guys are starting at level 6. So you've been adventuring a while. So the associated with the mercenary group, that's the mercenary group you've been adventuring with, that's the source of your wealth and the story rewards for working for them and rising into prominence for them. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, so
I
some
gotcha.
mercenary companies are bigger or more successful, but they also have individual story rewards that matter to them as well.
I got you.
I respect women, so I would rather pick the one of the two that has a woman leader.
Okay.
I'm particularly leading towards the Abacus.
Hmm.
I think, especially with a foreigner skinwalker in the group, and I think possibly, I think Zen Master said that he might have some foreigner leanings,
Yeah,
Uh,
I am a
I'm-
foreigner.
as well as access to the foreigner bazaar. I'm not so much interested in that, but I think the ideals are pretty. It's pretty wide open. Money equals best is a note that I've taken. I like the Abacus a lot. I also like the Iron Cross because of the high standards, and of course, it's going to confer some benefits. I'm a bit wary with our backstory, working under somebody who is based from the Pale City background. but that might be in line with what some people like. I am leaning towards Abacus personally.
For me, I was leaning towards originally the Rose, but after seeing the River Kings, I'm not gonna lie, I like the thought of us being a sort of underdog group. But I'm not gonna lie, Solander Rose looks pretty cool.
I was leaning towards the Rose or the Abacus secondary, but I'm really liking the Rose, honestly.
For me, I'm pretty interested in the Iron Cross. I mean, having a more esteemed party would be something interesting to play as a dynamic between all of us, especially with how our characters are.
As for me, I was kind of leaning towards the Abacus or the Bloody Rose due to the fact that I like the ideal of by any means necessary. A big part of me likes that, but I do really like the ideal of the Abacus as well. Part of me does want to go Iron Cross, but I don't like the fact that she's from the Pale City.
I think the
But
primacy of it. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
oh no, you're good.
I
But
think
I kind of like the Abacus.
yeah, I'm very much pulling towards Abacus. Would you mind describing the tenets of the Abacus one more time for me?
So the abacus believe that whoever has the highest amount of gold is the one who is right by definition. Once a contract is taken, they don't go back on it even if offered more gold, which is what makes them such shrewd negotiators in the first place. So basically, they don't take any job that they haven't already negotiated for heavily.
Right.
Altruism is expensive.
And they're based out of Saphira.
They are based out of Saphira, yes. To be clear, the Abacus, well, technically all of them are based out of Saphira because it's the biggest city in the Free Cities, but the Abacus specifically are based in the Free Cities. The Iron Cross is in the northern Free Cities, which is the Hailhorn, yeah. Yeah, and the Bloody Rose are known throughout Twist River as well as Saphira, and the River Kings are everywhere. They're nomadic. They basically just live on the rivers of the Free Cities.
I think that the Abacus affords us a lot of freedom, as well as it doesn't behold us to being ultra violent, which I'm not sure that people have appetites for here. And it might give us bigger like social and like political connections if we do have the connections to the merchants of the land,
Yeah, that is
as well as access to foreigner stuff, which I know everyone loves.
fair. Um, Honestly, I think we're kind of. I know from the face off everybody's like words so far, it doesn't seem like a lot of people are looking at the River Kings, which I think is. I think we're kind of downplaying the River Kings. I think despite the low wealth and all that we might get, I think the potential story connections with them might prove worthwhile as a growing mercenary company.
Why do you think that's so? Is it because we're
On Vonti.
On
Say
not-
it.
Just
not
say
just not just on Vonti. I like the idea of being the underdogs, I suppose, and I like to.
Well,
I like stories of growth.
something else to keep in mind is that you do start with a vehicle, which means that
That's it.
your
Yeah,
overland travel will be a lot faster than other parties.
that is true.
Mhm. But if we have money and connections, we can purchase a vehicle later.
Sure. Or you could have one now and do your missions faster and make.
That is a pretty good argument too.
You
And
want to
then
miss
there's also
out?
the
I also like the colors.
Look, I'm just saying that these four have been balanced against each other for their story rewards and starting well.
oh no, I get it.
Yeah.
Those
And
of you who have watched the Corvallis games know how valuable fast overland speed is. So
Yeah, but that's where the juice is.
Yeah, but come
I
on.
want time on the
We'll-
road. I don't want to skip encounters. Do you want to encounter leviathans or pirates? I
Well,
don't
we're
think
not
I
gonna.
do.
Well, that's only if we go out to the sea. But if we're gonna be on the rivers for the most part, won't be that. But also,
And miss out on interacting with people? No, I'm not down for
no.
that.
Oh, come on! You don't want a houseboat?
No,
Look,
I
you don't
don't.
want to upgrade the sloop into like a frigate eventually, and we just
The sea terrifies me, Soul.
The sea is
water
terrifying.
What?
Yes, that's why we should go out there. Nobody else is out there.
That the Leviathan
Here's-
are out there.
I mean, he
That's
has
You
a
know
point.
what's out there?
He's cooking.
The briny deep. That's what's out there for you. You want to drown in the set of armor? I don't.
hold
I'm
on.
not gonna
Here's one other thing that we might be overlooking about the River Kings is the fact that they value freedom. So we get more freedom of choice.
That's it. I,
Money equals freedom. Like,
money doesn't necessarily equal freedom. Sure, it can buy you in through a lot of doors, but eventually there's just going to be something that it just can't.
show me your paycheck and tell me that money doesn't equal freedom. Also, objectively, the coolest boss. I'm hard pulling for Abacus at this point.
I think Bloody Rose is much cooler than Abacus, first of all.
That's a fair argument.
Okay.
That is a fair argument. And again, the Bloody Roses, they don't care. They're gonna get the job done.
I guess how
Isn't it-
mercenary do we want to be? I guess that's the question.
These are all
Uh,
mercenary companies.
Well, I get that, but like, do we want to be soldiers or do we want to have freedom?
I'm leaning
I
more
would like-
towards freedom of at least freedom in ways of how we want to act. And Iron Cross, just kind of with our group, is just sounding like none of that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, must completely win missions when a lot of us, this is our first D&D game. Might be a little bit of a big ass. There's a lot of power there, and a lot of
Mhm.
benefits to it. But and I love the grandmother leader of the.
Oh yeah,
of
I
the
love
group.
her a lot. I'm all for if
My
we
God.
pick
Oh,
it
you like
and,
Grandmother
we just-
Iron, dude?
She's
They're all
she's
cool.
incredible. Waymaker
Granny
and
Iron,
Essie,
I love
great job.
Regardless of all
Uh,
four, I'd be a part of either four. Grandmother Iron is always clearly the coolest leader of all of them, but I just like the
Yeah.
the aspect of more freedom.
As the resident respecter of women here, I will pull for the Agapicus here.
I gotta admit, if it had
She
to
looks
be-
so fucking cool.
She
She does.
They all
She
look
does.
cool.
They all look fucking cool.
And first of all,
Uh,
you didn't even know if the Bloody Rose leader is a woman. All right, you're just assuming. You're assuming genders right now.
Arcadum, woman.
Bloody Rose is a male.
Ooh, oof.
Can confirm has penis.
Yikes!
Penis haver.
You've checked. Show measurements now.
Oh lord.
Do the roll live on stream.
All right.
Roll it live.
Anyway, so sounds like to me that you guys are kind of split, actually.
Yeah.
Except because it feels like Van wants Abacus, Steel Fox wants Bloody Rose, Soul likes River Kings. The others haven't really expressed a firm opinion yet. So what do you guys think?
I mean, for me, it's either like the Abacus or the Iron Cross, simply because they're cool and I like them the most.
For me, personally, it's a three-way split between the Abacus, the Bloody Rose, and the River Kings for varying reasons. But I would definitely leave out the Iron Cross. That's one that I'm sure that I'm not too interested in.
All right, looks like we got to start whittling down choices then.
Yes.
All right, so let's go ahead and go into general chat in the Discord. And we're going to do it this way. Start typing, but do not hit enter on the mercenary company you do not want to play in. This is the I don't want to play with this mercenary company the most choice. I give people some time to type, but don't press enter. Okay.
Why am I? Oh,
Wait,
sorry.
gentlemen.
I pinged you
yes.
guys.
Yeah.
Oh wait, we're not in the side chat. We're in the
No,
general.
no, no.
Okay.
No,
General.
in general.
Don't hit
Come
enter
on,
yet
man.
though.
I'm stupid. One sec.
Jesus Christ, guys.
Don't hit enter yet.
Oh, what?
Man,
Ooh,
what the fuck?
ooh. All right.
We're failing already.
All right. 3, 2, 1, enter. Okay, that's 4 Iron Cross. So you do not want to play with the Iron Cross. So we're just gonna.
This is fine with me.
Oh, that's not what I
The
want.
Iron Cross got crossed out.
All right, we're just gonna
Right.
cross them out. Okay, so no
It-
Iron
it is-
Cross.
I'm a big supporter of motherhood, and while I respect her,
Why are you?
Uh,
why are you acting?
it's important. Look, I have a character. Okay, Arcadum.
Oh God.
I value motherhood for obvious reasons.
Oh God.
Okay.
Oh,
already know where
my
this is
God,
going.
Dude.
All right. So.
Oh, there it is.
Okay, so the choices we have left are the Abacus, the Bloody Rose, and the River Kings. So, to help narrow things down, everybody's kind of said their piece. So, everybody choose the 2 mercenary companies out of these 3 that you would like to play with. So, these are the 2 that you want to play with. Okay. Giving people some time to type. Tickety tickety tack. Okay. 3, 2, 1, enter. Okay, what do we got here? We got River Kings Abacus. So River Kings gets 2 votes. Abacus gets 1, 2, 3 votes. Bloody Rose gets 1, 2, 3, 4 votes. Okay, it looks like Bloody Rose and Abacus went out.
River King has 3 votes.
1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. So hold on. Let me make sure I didn't count this wrong. 1, 2, 3. And then Abacus is 1, 2, 3. Bloody Rose is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So it looks like that the Bloody Rose is definitely a contender. So now we need to choose between the other 2 since they tied. So between Bloody Rose down over here. All right, so this next one is between the Abacus and the River Kings. Please choose the one that you do not want to play in between those 2. Gives people some time to type.
Let's see. Not on.
Can I soapbox so?
If you got something to say, you guys can discuss your options. You know,
I'm open for. I'm just thinking personal opinions, but if you feel free to
Yeah.
convince, I'm open to changing. I'm not
Convince.
stuck on one spot. I just think one's a little bit cooler, but by all means, the floor is yours.
Okay. We get a ship and a disorganized underdog mercenary company. That is the River Kings. I don't care about the Anvanti connections. I am the Anvanti. The Abacus will give us merchant connections and foreigner connections, which will have, I think, much broader access to lore. At least both to older continents as well as the zone with the merchant connections. I want to play the political game if we can at some point in this campaign. I think that is better done with the Abacus. And we can buy a ship when we get enough money for it.
True.
Completely negating like the benefit of the River Kings.
And this is for the one that we don't want, correct?
Yeah.
Personal reason. I like the idea of the abacus.
Okay. 3,
There's no point.
2, 1. Enter. Trey.
Or detected.
Wait.
Come on, man. Like, are you just not paying attention, Trey?
I clicked the wrong. I accidentally control V'd until because I accidentally deleted it. Oops.
You had option A and B, and you picked Z.
All right. Which one are you choosing?
No,
Okay.
fuck. Yeah. I want to
Jesus
go the
Christ.
abacus. I'm sorry.
All right. So it looks like no on the or low on the River Kings. Okay.
Oh,
Alrighty. Boom. So it looks like we
Oh,
got
boy.
our final 2 contenders.
Oh boy.
And that is between the Abacus and the Bloody Rose.
Now, hear me out.
Hearing.
I kind of want to go Bloody Rose, mainly because of the fact that we're not adherent to holding back. We don't have to hold back, considering we're there to get shit done, and yeah, we don't have to worry about collateral damage. If someone gets caught in the crossfire, that's their problem, not ours.
What is the abacus philosophy on getting work done?
Well, so the problem with all those politics is that some jobs aren't worth finishing because they might cause a bigger political backlash than they are worth doing, which can cause a hit to the reputation of the abacus. More specifically, you might, through the concourse, cause collateral damage that might upset a political ally of the abacus that you had no idea would upset them. Essentially, there are more failure points and more chances to get egg on your face in the abacus performing your missions with any sort of collateral mistakes. Bloody Rose doesn't give a shit.
So
And
we
that
have to
appeals to
maintain.
me.
So we have to maintain face as
Mm-hmm.
representatives of the abacus in how we conduct our missions.
So all the things that you said makes abacus a good choice, which is the political power and standing, means that you have to maintain that standing. Which means that some missions may be more difficult because you have to do that, because your enemies may not always play fair.
It's the pony and show versus, hey, I don't care, you're going down.
What if we would just kill the witnesses to us committing atrocities for the abacus missions?
Now
Unlucky.
you're speaking.
And now you're.
Now you're speaking my language.
Well, I mean,
okay.
I mean, by that
What?
logic, then there's no argument to be made for any of them. Like to your River Kings argument that we could just buy a boat. Well, the River Kings could also establish all those mercantile connections and do it early and themselves by the boat, and you'll be directly in line to it. Like every single argument can be waylaid or turned around. This is more of a like, what do you want your idealism? Like, what's your ideological support? What do you want to start with? What perspective do you want to start with? if you're going to be abacus, then that means you're going to spend a lot of time negotiating and trying to work around political constraints. The very thing that gives you power is also the thing that limits you. Whereas if you play Bloody Rose, they're the kind of people that are like, let's just kill everybody that saw us do it.
That's what appeals to me, honestly, with the Bloody Rose.
It's just if we pick abacus, we have to have somebody, at least one person in the group that can be that face. We can't just go into the abacus and hope things will go just fine if we just play it out.
Yeah.
I will absolutely volunteer to be the face for the party, and I will clean up after Trey's messes.
Oh, you don't have to worry about Trey. You have to worry about me, buddy.
The flip side of the coin is that although we are beholden to maintaining a face for the company, that's because of their social connections. Which means those social connections presently exist. With the Bloody Rose, if we want to murder hobo, is that the curtain?
Definitely
tape of what
not.
people
It's
wanna do?
just it was just the guise of it had that tinge of freedom. But I am kind of now leaning towards the abacus if we have that face and we understand that like our face is gonna have to like make sure the group stays reined in.
Yeah.
Party leader
I'm not
Trey,
sa-
what do you think?
Ha.
I like the abacus for that reason, and it gives us a lot more tools to use at our own expense.
So Zin,
And-
you want to just kill people?
No, I would prefer to choose the abacus.
He said
Well-
Zen. He was
Oh,
talking to
you
me.
said Zen. I thought
It's
you
not.
Trey, you have your coffee today, bud?
Said, no.
You good,
I told
Trey?
you I woke up like 10 minutes ago.
Oh man,
Mm,
it's hitting. But to answer your question, Van, it's more along the lines of not just killing people. I'm not gonna go full murder hobo. Let's just kill everybody. It's more along the lines of we're here to get the mission done. I'm willing to get the mission done by any means necessary.
That could be
Even
like
if-
if if we're with the abacus and it gets to that point where we let the face of our group try and do damage control after we that it comes to that point. So not every mission might come to that point. It sounds like for Bloody Rose, like they're just like expectations. It's going to be like this every mission because we don't care.
It's more
I-
along the lines of I'm willing to use underhanded tactics.
But nobody said we had to be right and just in the abacus. We just have
Oh,
to get
yeah.
it done.
Yeah,
And
and if there
there's
is any
also-
political backlash, I will volunteer to advocate on your behalf. I will not hang you out to dry. I will be the face that cleans up the mess politically for you doing underhanded tactics or maybe killing somebody that you probably shouldn't.
I mean, if that's fine too. It's fine too, but I'm not just gonna be unga bunga outright murder everybody. It's just more along the lines of I'm willing to do underhanded tactics that the abacus might not like, and still, I'm still all for the abacus too. It's just that bit of freedom part that I like about the Bloody Rose. That's not there in the abacus.
Well, that just sounds like a fun bit of conflict that we'll have then, because it'll be up to our face to be how good is that tongue of his, and not in that way. And I said it before I could realize it. But how good is he at cleaning up at us and defending us in that? So I like the idea.
I assure you, my
I
tongue
like-
cleans things up quite.
All right, listen here, Mister. I respect women. Keep it in line.
all right.
So be it. In that case, final votes. Go ahead and go to general chat. Type in the mercenary company that you would like to play as. Or play in, excuse me.
Also, I think it would be fun to fight the. Yeah, I think it would be fun to fight the Bloody Rose, personally.
Mm.
Yeah, they
That's
kind of
pretty
have a
fair.
punchable looking face.
Well, you can't really tell the face, but
That's what
All
I
right,
agree.
Trey.
I can
Trey, so
agree.
this is for which one you want to play.
Shut up.
Just so we're clarifying.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Abacus it is.
Women's rights.
Yes.
A victory for us all. My God, the coolest leader.
All right.
I don't know about that, but yes.
All right, you have chosen the abacus. So, with that being chosen, last thing I need is, let's see, this one. That is, we got to choose what your role in the mercenary company is. Let me go look that up real quick. I have them here. So there are 3 subsets within it. These are examples of individuals that are within those subsets.
The aesthetic. Look at that.
Yeah.
So, between them, there is the Esposier, the Oathkeeper, and the Star Counters. So these are just essentially the kind of like the focal point that you have while within the mercenary company. The Esposiers are definitely the kind of like the roguish sort of, I guess you'd call it, kind of like soft power arm. They specifically do espionage. They gather intelligence for the missions that the Abacus uses, and things of that nature. These are choices, by the way, that each of you get to make individually. This isn't a party choice. This is essentially what your job in the mercenary company is.
Okay.
It also augments your starting wealth and stuff.
Okay.
So let me go ahead and get that started here. Esposier, Oathkeeper, and Star Counter. So the Exposier is definitely like the information gathering side of the arm and all that good stuff. And as such, not only will you start with gear and equipment that will be masterworked towards concealment and covering your tracks and things like that, but you'll also be given kind of a propensity towards gathering information, sabotaging enemies, things like that. So like more rogue-like behavior.
Mm-hmm.
So Esposiers start with masterwork armor that has the concealed property, and depending on your class, we can upscale it. But let me just type this out so you can see it when you look over. So
Sabotage Zen Master. You
God
want to throw
damn
some
it.
bombs? Want to throw some bombs? You want to blow up a boat? Throw
Terrorism.
some car bombs?
Terrorism. I mean, you
High
have to look
fives
the
and
flux for
terrorism?
that. But yeah, sure.
Hey.
What?
Not in front of the people, okay? They don't need to know that.
Yeah,
I heard
Fair enough.
plans.
I'm ready for terrorism.
I am ready for terrorism.
We all.
Underhand
Well, I guess
Me?
it's just in the open then.
Oops, that was the wrong carriage that blew up. Abacus
Haha.
claims no responsibility for these deeds.
Got it.
okay. So you have masterwork properties for concealed, hollow, for forgery, and disguise kits. And gear will be generated for you based off of what wealth that you spend it on. And the masterwork properties that they start with. Also, the tier limitation on items, I should put that under your wealth, is you can have up to tier 4 items.
Okay.
All right, so next...
I'm taking some notes as well, guys, so I'll post that afterwards.
So next up we have is the Oathkeepers. So the Oathkeepers work as the direct soldiering arm. They go in to deal with threats such as, undead, enemy, like bandits and stuff like that. They're definitely the sword arm. They take care of the actual fighting part of it. An Oathkeeper can be varied in all sorts of different ways. They don't have to be a paladin. They don't even have to be the Oathkeeper prestige class. That's just kind of the way that they roll. That's the part of the abacus that deals with physical problems that can't be solved through guile or through magic. As such, you get to start with the. Let's see here. Engraved property. On all of your items, you also start with a masterwork priest kit. And then finally, the star counter is the magical hand of the abacus. They're pretty rare, but they're more tolerated in the free cities, so they get to more openly act and go about as they will. They are divination specialists. So you have access to more divination spells, divination implements, things like that. So it affects all those magical parts. And they start with a silvered robe. And there you go. So each of you get to decide which of the sects that you want to be a part of. So, Van, which one would you like?
Let me ask you about Esposier. Esposier. Is it so you said that Masterworks for concealment and covering its espionage intel gathering. Within the kit, would they have anything for like survival kits, like camping kits specialized for that?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, none of the abacus have that because they're city-dwelling mercenary companies.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
If you wanted something like that, you'd need the River Kings.
I see. What is their policy? What does the abacus care about your race or like culture or anything like that?
No.
Just a separate question. It's just money is king. Like
money is king.
Money is
Nothing else matters.
Beautiful. That's very accepting of our druids and our Envanti and our foreigners. So this is a good choice.
I mean, the only prejudice they really have is the poors.
We just have to ensure that we are not poor at any given point.
That's like some peasant coming up to you with no money, begging you to help their family who a demon just came and attacked them. Yeah, fuck that.
Nah, I don't care.
You can be blinged out in your engraved armor with gems studding, encrusted sword.
Don't touch me with your poor hand.
Yeah, that's what you chose. Money is king, which means those without it
Money
are
is-
fucking nothing.
We can never be poor at any given point.
Yeah, let's get that back. Star counter, is that divination? Would that be related to like? Is there any sort of like religious component within? Abacus doesn't care about religion, right? So
They don't mind if you follow a religion, but it's not. Money is king. God is not king. Money is king.
All right, I'm leaning towards star counter, but I can see the argument for Oathkeeper. You can continue on. I just have to think a little bit about it.
Okay, Trey, which would you like?
Probably the Oathkeeper.
Okay. Then Master.
Oh God, I'm leaning Oathkeeper, wanting to do Exposier. Oh man, that's a tough choice because I want to get information. To me, information is also king. But
You wanted to do bombs, right?
Yeah, but I also want to be frontliner in the fight.
Oh,
Which is
thanks for the 5 gifted subs, Eventless. Sorry, we just got some subs. Thanks. Continue. Do your thing.
Yeah, I'm either leaning Exposier or Oathkeeper. I have to get back to you on that part.
Yeah, you can take your time.
I like.
So, what about you?
Hey, I'm pretty heavily leaning into Oathkeeper. I'm gonna be up in the front.
I will go star counter.
Star count?
I'm probably going to take what is it? What's that divination spell where I can talk to the gods and stuff? Is it divination?
That might
There's
be
augury.
it.
Not augury. The fourth level spell, is that divination?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's actual divination.
Yeah, I'm actually taking divination, so I will go Star Counter.
All right.
I want to talk to the ancients.
So you said
I'm on the
Oathkeeper?
hotline.
Yeah, Oathkeeper. I'm pretty confident on that.
Okay. Steel Fox.
Exposier.
Exposier.
Ooh.
Okay. I think I'll just go Oathkeeper.
Okay. Alrighty then. Those are the final choices that I required from you. Now real quick, I'll show you guys what you missed out on.
Oh no, he's hot.
They're all hot. What do you
Hey
mean?
yo,
Damn, the
Yo.
aesthetic.
Poppy.
The aesthetic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't
Love
wait to
it.
take
Cool
his
as
weapon.
hell.
You fucking
Yeah.
ruined it. I shouldn't have bought it. No.
This is the hot.
Oh no. Oh no, he's hot.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, to the to the spear bearer.
He's got the weighted blanket.
The
on him.
archer. The archer is.
Good God.
We missed out. We missed out on the wave master.
The unit.
Fucking
That's where
He's
the
so
man went.
he's so fucking massive. It's amazing.
bro.
Oh, and then you got crazy eyes.
Oh my gosh.
Dude. This is what you missed out on.
It was gonna be a tough choice either way it went.
We got hot dudes too. What do you mean?
Yeah.
We got hot dudes.
We got
And
a
we got
Home
the gr-
Depot hot.
Stream
We got the
can't
girl
see.
boss.
I know Stream can't see. There's nothing I can do about it right now. Oh, I guess I can show it. All right. Here.
Yeah,
hold on.
go ahead.
Here you go. There you go. I think Stream can see this now. All right. So this is what they gave up. Oh. Ooh.
The aesthetic of that second one calls out to me so
Oh
hard.
yeah. Then there's this fucking guy.
I fucking,
Gideon's
how dare
dead.
you
He's like,
convince
"God
me
damn
to
it, you
not
have-
pick the Bloody Rolls, bro.
No backsies.
I want to take
No
backsies.
There we go. We get to see him again. The absolute unit.
The unit.
Yeah.
Big Poppy.
Oh,
I
God.
think we're really missing out with them.
The aesthetic on that one calls out to me, and I'm like, shit.
Van, when someone rolls for tactics.
Do you want to do that, bud?
He's
Or
so
not?
fucking hot,
Should we
bro.
do that? Show him the art of the one we picked, the abacus. They are attractive.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me show you the ones they picked. These are the
Show
ones.
them- show 'em the
Pretty
girl
looking,
boss.
too.
This is the one they picked. This is the Exposier,
Look at him.
the Oathkeeper, and boom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Just
I got a
All
question.
slightly annoyed.
I do have a question.
Yeah.
Could I pick the aesthetic of the Exposier?
I mean, yeah. Waymaker's gonna draw your shit most likely. Him and Nara. So
Okay.
yeah, you got character references now. Whoop. Am I? Well, the talkies at least. Remember, Nara is the official art that you get from your sign up. But you can also commission Waymaker for his incredibly reasonable prices.
Looking forward to my Luke art. I'm
Oh, yeah,
getting Luke.
you can also get loot. But yeah, that's why I told you guys to wait, because now you have your mercenary colors.
Gotcha.
Nice.
But anyway, that will be all. That will conclude the session 0. I have everything I need to get everything nice and ready. We'll get all your characters built up. Be sure to work with Caped to tell him everything that you are, all of your build selections and everything, and he'll get the tokens built for you. Send your art requests to Nara if you want to use him, because he's the official battle pass. I shouldn't call it that because people are going to take me serious if I call it that. But he's the art that comes with your payment, and or you could choose any of the other various artists, obviously. And I think this game will start on the 7th of September. That gives me 2 weeks to finish preparations.
All right.
Okay.
Sound good? Can everybody make it on the 7th?
That sounds good to me.
Yeah.
All right. I got one more thing to talk with the group about off stream. So I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with us. And we'll see you at the start of this game, which is on the 7th of September.
All right.